Thank you. So coming out of closed session, at this point I need a motion for reconvenement, certifying the closed session. I have a motion from Tim. Is there a
what was in the
second to that?
Second.
I have a second. For a vote, please.
Adopt a resolution certifying that only the disposition of publicly held real property was discussed in closed session. Director Freeman? Director Trent?
Aye.
Director Pelt?
Aye.
Director Patrick? Aye. Chairman Metz? Aye. Vice Chairman Metz, Chairman Booth?
Aye.
Okay, we are back in open session for a motion.
Now, is there a motion to move forward on discussions from closed session?
I would make a motion for committee negotiation purchaser consistent with the authority discussed, terms discussed in the closed session. Separate motion for the teen center. Okay.
Regarding terms discussed during closed session.
Motion and a second from Mr. Metz. First was Tim.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
For a vote?
Director Freeman?
Aye.
Director Trent?
Aye.
Director Pelt? Aye. Director Patrick? Aye. Vice Chairman Metz? Aye. And Chairman Booth?
Aye. Moving down the agenda, there is no new business for this meeting, no unfinished business, which moves us forward to staff activities. Dave, is that you or Chair?
Yes, sir. I will defer to Ms. Gavaza on some economic development support initiatives.
Well, we hope that everybody, both online and physically in the stores that you hopefully frequent on a regular basis in the city of Poquoson, you will see these two posters. Again, if you see them on your favorite stores, please share them. I'd like it to go as viral as possible for the city. But we Shop Local Day. This coming Saturday is going to be a number of items going on in the city. We have Shop Local for the stores, and there's a list of participating stores, a number of special or open houses will be, or sidewalk sales. You know, it's individual what they're doing, but it's going to be a lot of promotional activity going on. Also, the museum is having a weekend series of events, including live music, swing band sounds, a number of different things. They're on this poster. You'll see these around. Certainly worth going by there and stopping and listening to some of this great music, and some visit the museum if you haven't been able to do that, because they are limited in their hours. And there's a barbecue, and if you're out shopping, please be sure to go visit your favorite restaurants during the weekend. Also, we want everything. You're just going on a lot of activity and support our businesses for the city this weekend.
Great timing because it coincides with the barbecue here in the bank as well, right?
Yep, the Kiwanis Annual Pig Roast, which I'm sure will be well attended. We have a regatta, the high school regatta. We'll be conducting one at Messick Point. Lots and lots of activities this weekend, folks. Good weather, hopefully.
Another item that's not on the agenda, just to call out for everyone's attention, again, and we try to keep reminding everyone of the status for delineations. And the next one that will expire is the Gladys Moore property, October 28th, approximately October of 2018. Anyway, coming up. However, I have been in contact with Sandy Brinson of Integrity Environmental. She is aware of it. It's on her radar. She watches closely both the weather and the wetness of the land, for her suggesting that we should submit the application to be reviewed again to make sure that the property is as possible. So, but that is on the horizon. We just like to keep it on everyone. recently had a meeting with the LoopNet, CoStar, they've opened a Norfolk office, so they're local, if you will, now, and I get monthly phone calls from them because we have posted properties on them, on those platforms. And he came over, I think originally trying to upsell us, but after he got here, he realized, he said, you know, I got these properties on here, and it's not costing you anything, because if an area has a low percentage of things, and they want everything to be represented, then they put them on there just to infill, if you will. Our properties are on there at no cost, and I receive calls, not always useful calls, but I do receive calls on a semi-regular basis on these listings. So it is worth having. They do have opportunities, if at some point we want to promote at a higher level for any of our properties, we can pay. In the cost, in the low-cost range, but we are listed, and we have met with them. They're aware of us. In fact, I think somebody from the staff over there in Norfolk lives in Poquoson too. So we're on the horizon there, and we do receive calls. We did have a meeting about that. And I don't know if everyone's aware. I think a lot of people have had parents or relatives in our nursing homes and our rehab centers that are located in Poquoson, but Bayside has recently been purchased by another company. They have all new management, and they're doing a major retrofit of the structure. And in fact, we're going to go, Dave and I are going to go through it probably at the end of the week, but we have scheduled, because it's basically a new building, the same name and location, in May 17th, we're having a ribbon cutting. If anyone is interested in seeing the facility, that would be a good time to show up for that ribbon cutting, and I usually do send out notices to the EDA when we have one. And you could tour the facility. So, like I said, many people I know have had relatives in the facility for some period of time, so it's nice to be familiar with what we have. Those are my notes.
Next meeting date is scheduled for June 5th, 8:30 back here in council chambers. My full intention is to forego a July meeting unless there is business that we need to tend to. It will not be July 4th, so I can tell you that right now, or whatever that week is thereabouts. But my full intention is to forego a July meeting unless there is some pending business. We'll have to kind of schedule that one off the normal first week of July because of the July 4th. And then depending upon how busy things are, we may forego the August meeting as well. Any additional thing, Dave, that we haven't touched?
No, sir.
With that, then we can adjourn. Thank you, guys.